What is up, everyone? Will Mosley here. I'm testing out the iPhone XS Max paired with the voice memo. I guess not exactly native app for iPhone, but an app that Apple makes. And I'm seeing if the quality is good enough for podcast. Welcome to the podcast. If you that rain. If you need help making a podcast, I've created a podcast on how to make a podcast. Just go over to Apple Podcasts or just scroll in your podcast wherever you are. And it's about a month down, so few podcasts, but it's a good podcast. Woo, what was that? That was our radio. Anyways, this will be probably a fairly short one. I'm just going to talk a little bit about quality and then also just scaling back a bit. So, I guess with scroll this way. I guess with minimalism, the trap that you can stumble upon is getting rid of too many things. Just like you can hoard too many things, you can also get rid of too many things. And of course, you can always buy again, and I think it's always better to veer on the side of less. But what I have found is it's okay to have doubles or triples or quadruples of a certain item that you use on a consistent basis. What I mean is this. I now have, if you count the number of phones that I have 5. 4 iPhones and 1 Android. And if you think minimalism, a lot of people would think, that's a bit excessive. And it would be excessive if I bought all those phones all at once. Or, I don't know. I used to think that, okay, well, I have one main phone, so why not get rid of all the other ones? Well, what happens is when you break that one phone that you have, that means that you have to replace it with another one, meaning you have to go out and buy another one, meaning it's almost counterintuitive. I think like big, expensive items that you pay for, like phones, I don't think all of a sudden when you buy a new phone, that phone is not useful anymore. I actually think the contrary. A lot of times we complain about battery life, things like that, and that can easily be remedied by keeping your old phone, especially if it's just the model before. Like, there are phones that are just garbage, but a lot of times with the iPhones, you upgrade one level or one whatever new version, it still works exactly the same. It's just maybe a little faster because the software is all the same. Like, that's the cool thing about iPhones. The software is pretty much all the exact same. So going back and forth between a phone is almost like going back and forth between a computer. I mean, you don't throw out all your computers. Well, maybe you do, but I'm saying like you work on probably a work computer if you're in the office, and then you come home to your regular computer, and they both serve their purposes. Ideally, you'd have one computer, which is nice, but nothing wrong with having a second one if that one crashes or crashes or fails. Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate and contradict myself real quick, because I think it's good to see both sides of the coin flip. The problem with having more than 1 or 2 or 3 of an item is a lot of times you'll go back and forth between all of them, or your attention's divided between all these different computers or all these different iPhones. I have a remedy to that. The way I'm thinking is, okay, my iPhone dies, then I go to my backup. My backup dies and my other iPhone's not, ready yet, then I can go to the backup if I really need to. It's like you don't keep one set of files. Oh my God, it's pretty. Or maybe you do, but what happens if your computer dies and all your files are there? You definitely want to have a backup. So having 3 backup, or really 2 backups, is ideal. 3 is even better. That's how I see these iPhones. And instead of like them all being like backups, like I try to make it so that the backups have like a one set purpose. So right now, my iPhone Max, of course, is my main phone. I have an iPhone 7 in my other pocket, and they're both acting as like I use them pretty much as cameras and full day whatever. The other 2 phones, or the other 2 iPhones, I keep in my bag, but right now I'm gonna prioritize them and use them for pretty much shooting time lapses. Like it seems pretty lowly of just to use an iPhone to make a time lapse or whatever, but the best gear is gear that's just singular, that has a singular purpose, that you can count on, that you use for a very specific purpose. And that's what I'm thinking for these 2 additional phones that I have. Eventually I'll probably pass the 2 phones down to my kids, and so giving them a new life, and they'll find new joy and stuff out of that. But I just wanted to kind of talk about, I don't know, go on a rant about maybe throwing away things too fast, because I've been big on getting rid of minimalistic setup, all this stuff, and I think it's great to pare down, and I think you should always try to figure out how you can do more with less, but also realize that it's okay to have, a couple of things that are really important to you, and have them as 2 or 3 or whatever. Oh yeah, I didn't mention the last phone is being used for the drone specifically, so it's literally just a drone screen, which works great. Okay, I don't know how the audio is going to come out on this. I'm hoping that it's good. This was really just me trying to test out the iPhone XS Max and see how it sounds, so obviously you can hear if it's good or bad, so hopefully this helps you with whatever your search was. And yeah, I'm telling you, the clouds right now in the mountains are ridiculous. Like the mist that's coming off right after the rain is so pretty right now. It's so pretty. Alright, anyways, if you need a promotional film, let me know. Go to heywillmosley.com and get a quote. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye.